Hi everyone. I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to be sharing a couple of pearls of wisdom with all of you. And yeah, feel free to let a comment down below with what resonates, with what you are going through right now, with what you are experiencing and feeling in your life right now. My name is Nayeli Dalisay, and I'm a certified Sophia Circle leader and spiritual mentor, supporting you in embodying the truth of your divinity in ever-increasing measures in your life. So tonight, as you can see behind me, I facilitated a really beautiful Sophia Circle journey, and we entered the Temple of Sophia with Mother Mary as our overlightning guide and mentor. If you're new to the Sophia Code, then I invite you to check out the Sophia Code because it is a sacred text for these modern times, and it is here to bless and support humanity and what we are currently going through in this great shift of awakening. Within the Sophia Code teachings, or this introductory volume, let's say, there are 8 revealed key code mentors that are supporting us in embodying the truth of our divinity and really accessing the wisdom and the depth of our inner master that we all have, for us to remember how beautiful we are, and for us to remember that we can actually create our heaven on earth reality through our embodiment. We don't have to leave our physical reality any longer, but we actually have to incarnate with the infinity of our souls into this reality. One of those overlightning mentors obviously is Mother Mary and many of you might have heard of Mother Mary through the Christian faith and religion. Probably that's the way that most of us have been introduced to this beautiful, beautiful advanced soul and ascended master. And what I really enjoy about the Sophia Code is that for me personally, it has created a pathway for me to receive the teachings and the presence and the wisdom of Mother Mary in a way that is direct, in a way that is not skewed from the truth of her presence, in this truth and really pure and direct transmission of what she is sharing with us. I personally, within the religious environment that I grew up with, I never resonated with any of the teachings. I never really felt a connection with either Mother Mary or Jesus. I never knew that Mary Magdalene even existed up until I came across the Sophia Code. So for me, it's been very, very healing to actually create these spaces where I can get in a deeper relationship with the Ascended Masters and to actually receive their pure transmission. And the Sophia Code is here to support us doing that. And what we talked about today in our Sophia Circle gathering was about feeling it all. Mother Mary shares in her chapter of the Sophia Code how it was her daily commitment and prayer to show up to the prayer of her heart and to all of her feelings that she had as a soul having a human experience. It really, really became so clear for me in a new way. It just landed in a new way because I know that feeling it all is really important. I speak a lot about feeling our feelings in a sober and really, really committed and courageous way on my channel. And this time it just landed on a deeper level, this awareness, this aha moment, this clarity of why feeling our feelings is so important and finding the peace of feeling our feelings. Are you following me? In a day and age where distractions and addictive patterns are so easily integrated within our lives, it is actually really important for us to learn how to feel it all, to become emotionally mature on all levels of our beings in every circumstance. I personally have had very, 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 very interesting experiences in how it actually feels like and looks like when I can feel it all and when I can allow myself to actually feel it all. In order for me to be able to feel it all, I must feel safe. Right? My nervous system has to feel a certain type of safety. And the safer that I feel, the deeper I can actually dive into the feelings that need to be felt. The climax of my experience that I've really had, and my consciousness is really anchoring in that, is when I went into a 7-day dark retreat. At that time, that was my second 7-day dark retreat. And in that moment, I was able to surrender through throughout the week to every freaking feeling that was arising. I started like more hesitantly because I had already told the woman that was facilitating this dark retreat that I tend to be a loud person when I am allowed to do so, when I'm allowed to feel it all. And regardless of that, I had to dive into it, like I had to put my tippy toes into the waters and really see if it was safe for me to feel it all in a really, really deep and somatic level. As the dark retreat started, I was more hesitant. I was like, okay, is it safe for me to scream right now, let's say? Or is it safe for me to cry my eyes out and really, really be sobbing and be crying like that ugly cry, right, that we all know? Is that safe for me, right? Is it safe for me to be punching into my pillows and screaming and being angry and everything? Is it safe for me to be laughing so loud? All of those questions were arising on a very like subtle way. And the more that I pushed myself to like, okay, I will explore how safe it is for me to feel that aspect of myself, to feel that anger in a way that can be heard by others. And I will see what that does. I will see if I'm asked to stop. I will see if anyone else wants to rescue me. I will see what an impact that has on the outside. And the more that I was actually receiving that response of it is safe for me to feel that, the more I was able to let go and surrender into new layers of territory, new layers of feelings, right? And it was really fascinating because I was going like from the highest highs I've had. I think I've never had such huge blissful and ecstatic feelings that I had in that situation in my dark retreat moment. And simultaneously, I also had like a lot of feelings, and I allowed myself to feel my feelings. I allowed myself for them to be here and without attachment as well. It was very fascinating. And through that, I was able to actually flow and go with the flow. So within one day, obviously, I did not have any outer distractions. I did not have any stimuli from the outside, but within 24 hours, I would feel like all of the feelings that were here. And it was very fascinating because I felt such a clarity. I felt such a peace. I felt such a joy. I felt such an ecstatic feeling. And if I'm honest with you, I've been wondering or inquiring, like, I would love to actually go into a dark retreat once again. However, my higher self is asking me to actually learn to integrate this into my daily life now. So I would love, and I know this is not for everyone, but I personally would love to go into the dark retreat for 3 weeks, because she's offering a 3-week dark retreat as well, and really just dive into the blackness of of creation. What is really fascinating to me is to have this reference point of how it could be to have those consecrated spaces for us to feel the feelings. That's just that. What I am currently learning and what I'm really being invited to do is to create that sacred sanctuary within my day-to-day life that has to look differently to obviously the time that I was in the dark retreat. And I am invited, and Mother Mary is inviting me and guiding me as well to really create those sacred spaces in my daily life and explore how that can look like within my daily life. I can feel a lot of feelings. I can really dive into the depth of my feelings. And sometimes it's just very, very challenging to feel all of the feelings. Sometimes it is very, very, very vulnerable to feel all of the feelings. And if I cannot create my spaces, or if I do not choose to go to the places that are consecrated to feeling all of the feelings, then I will start suppressing my feelings. I will start numbing my feelings. I will stop distracting myself with other things. Right? And that's what we're seeing right now in society. So many people are scared of their feelings, which I think many of us can relate to. We never really learned to be emotionally mature in all of it, in the whole roller coaster, in like the ecstatic joy state of life as well. It is scary to feel that depth of joy, Truly, because it's such a huge, 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 huge feeling and frequency that we get to embody in our lives. And obviously also the more challenging feelings that come in being a human in this world. And we have to find peace with the uncomfort of feeling our feelings, right? We have to feel safe with all of those feelings. We just have to. It's a non-negotiable at this time. And that is why I really love like the Sophia Circle Journeys. Obviously, like they are consecrated for us to really show up in a good way and learn how to feel all of our feelings. I really love how the participants are so open, vulnerable, and honest with their shares and with their presence in a Sophia Circle journey. And we had this conversation tonight, how easy it is in this sacred space of a Sophia Circle journey to be present with all of the feelings, to be honest with what is here, to be really, really, really sober of the presencing of the moment of where we are in our individual lives. That's why I absolutely love the Sophia Code and the Sophia Circle Journeys, because it's consecrated for us to feel it all. Other than that, there's obviously many, many other spaces where we can do that. As I already shared, the dark retreat for me has been like one of the most life-changing experiences. Also, breath work is one of the most life-changing things that I've experienced, and I'm going to become a certified facilitator this year for breath work sessions. So there's so many different tools out there that can support us in finding peace with all of our feelings, in learning how to be present in a mature way with all of the feelings that arise within our day-to-day life, and only liberate ourselves through feeling it all. There is no shortcut in that. There is no bypassing in that. And the more that I try to bypass in my day-to-day life, because there is no end goal, right? I can think for myself like, okay, I've done this retreat, I've done that retreat, I've done this and that and that and that, and now I should be like fully healed, and now I don't feel anything at all anymore. No. It just always goes deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. There is no end goal, and we get to find the peace, we get to find the tools, we get to resource from the masters who have already walked the way ahead of us and support us in really guiding us back to the truth of our sovereignty, to guide us back to mastering our feelings in the best way possible for us to be emotionally mature and grow up. We need to grow up as a society. We really, really, really need to get out of our victimhood and take responsibility for our lives and for the current state of our world and like this planet. So this happens one step at a time, as Mother Mary shares in the Sophia Code, and there is no end game to that, because there's a depth in everything that we get to experience and the infinity of our souls. This was a bit of a rant about feeling it all. Let me know down in the comments about your experience with feeling it all, what modalities, what tools support you in feeling it all. And yeah, check out my other videos about feeling it all in new ways. I'm sending you many blessings, Angel. Namaste.